probably what I would have had first off in there, which what I would use at my disposal, would have been 15 of these. All right. Basically, what it is considered a bolt, not like a cannonball. This is a rifle piece. If you look on the back of these projectors when I present them to you, you'll see a copper or a brass ring. The idea was when the charge bag went in front of this, basically when it touched it off via the friction primer, the explosion would do two things. Look around to the front of it, and if I had a fuse round, it would ignite the fuse, but also it would basically expand this expansion ring, which would beat the lands and grooves in the rifle and give it a spin. What can you throw further, a volleyball or a football? So it worked on that principle. Basically what I have here is basically what they would have called back then a bolt. Okay? Just a 10-pound chunk of iron. You would have used this against fortifications or mass troops or mass cavalry. Alright? And also in my ammo chest, I would have had most likely 10 of these. This is an example of shell. Doesn't weigh as much as the bolt, roughly about 8.5, maybe 8.25 pounds. But inside of here, it's hollow, but inside of it, I would have 1 pound of powder. Now, to make that thing ignite, I would have inserted a fuse in it, all right? And how it would have gotten ignited after the charge bag was set off by the friction primer, all right? As it is expanding the ring here, what it would do, the flames would lick around the front of it and light the fuse. It would be timed and gapped in space for the target down range by the gunner and the fellows in the back, okay? Shell would be used against fortifications, hitting into the tree line, and basically I would have to have timed this to where it explodes as soon as it gets to my target. Now also, I would have had 15 other similar to this, but it would be called a case round. The case round basically was developed by a British artillery officer in the mid-1800s by the name of Henry Shrapnel. Okay, the shrapnel round. Very similar to shell, but inside here, besides the powder, I would have probably up to 48, 58 caliber balls in here. And I would want this to explode or to burst 50 yards, 50 to 75 yards in front of my objective, be it mass troops, cavalry, or whatnot. After it exploded, burst, and shred out of stuff, it would come down on my objective like a bunch of little Ginsu knives. All right. I talked about case, I talked about shell. Another one that I would have had to have used, and I would only have about 10 of these, and I wouldn't want to use it because when I got down to using this, that meant that people were very close to me. This is an example of 3-inch canister round. Basically what I'm going to do with the rifle, I'm going to transform it from a 3-inch rifle, all right, into a 3-inch shotgun. Inside of this, basically it's a can. Inside of it I have about